Just ahead on District-Wide Update, one little girl is making a huge difference to prevent bullying and build friendship at her school. Then find out what students at Washington are doing to raise money and create awareness for a small village in Ethiopia. Finally, it's prom season in the Dubuque Community Schools, but not just for high school students. Hear about all this and so much more right now on District-Wide Update.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the District-Wide Update. Well, we're finally starting to see green grass and flowers growing. I don't know about you, but that puts me in a great mood to finish out the last couple months of school. Well, this show is no different from the rest. We've got some great stories you'll want to stick around for. So open a window for some fresh air and let's get started. You may remember the STEP grant we talked about on this program, right? Well, if you've forgotten, I'll give you a quick overview. It's a grant the district received from the Office of Violence Against Women at the Department of Justice. It stands for Services, Training, Education, and Policies, and works to reduce sexual assault, domestic violence, dating violence, and stalking among secondary students. The district is leading the way in this kind of work, receiving $488,000 over the next 3 years to help prevent violence, and for this month's Strategic Plan Snapshot, we're going to fill you in on how it's working in our schools.
The first step to stopping violence in our schools was to pick a prevention curriculum. A committee from the school district reviewed 15 different options across the country, and the Green Dot curriculum rose to the top of the list.
We really felt that it's a strong curriculum for prevention and really for empowering students and teachers to do the right thing and to prevent violence.
Green Dot has two themes: violence will not be tolerated, and everybody can do something about it.
I really like that because I think that's a different message than any that we've ever done before in our district, to say every single person, whether you're a teacher, a student, a counselor, a cafeteria worker, a janitor, everybody can do something to stop violence in our schools.
The first step to making Green Dot work in our school district is to make sure our staff is trained. This means introducing them to the concept of green dots and red dots. Simply stated, a red dot symbolizes an act of violence in our schools, and a green dot is any action taken to either prevent or stop the violence. This ensures that our students feel safe.
If students don't feel safe, they can't learn. And we need to do whatever we can do to make sure all of our students feel safe, because our #1 job is for students to learn.
The goal is to make Green Dot a program that the students own and feel empowered to carry out. It's great to see the district taking the lead in initiatives like this, and I know that Green Dot leaders are excited to see it implemented across the district. And now it's time for our district feature, and we're directing our attention to an 8-year-old student at Hoover Elementary. This girl may be little, but she has some pretty big dreams. Everyone get ready to meet an extraordinary 3rd grader.
Claire Vosberg is on a mission to spread kindness and end bullying, so she formed a friendship group she calls Claire Cares. This winter she started working with Dubuque nonprofit organization Resources Unite to install a buddy bench at Hoover.
I'm trying to build friendships and make our communities a better place, and that's why I thought a buddy bench would be a good idea, because it'll build friendships. Because if you're feeling lonely and wanting someone to talk to or someone to play with, you would go to the buddy bench.
And this small idea turned into a big reality. Now, thanks to the Edwards family at Edwards Caststone, who recently donated 23 benches, every elementary school in the Dubuque, East Dubuque, and Western Dubuque school districts will get a buddy bench.
Kids, they won't be left out anymore from games and things, because then they would go to the buddy bench and then kids could come help them and play with them.
Hoover held a buddy bench dedication ceremony on April 14th to recognize everyone who helped make Claire's dreams come true.
Claire is a very inspiring young girl. It's so great to see all of her hard work become a reality. And the buddy bench isn't all she's passionate about. If you'd like to learn more about Claire and her mission to build friendships, visit her Facebook page, Claire Cares. As you all know, professional development is something we take very seriously here at the school district. It's so important to us that our teachers are continuously exploring new ways to help our students achieve success. And that's why we held a Teacher Assessment for Learning Symposium this month. Take a look.
The symposium is part of a new practice we call the Assessment for Learning. But it's not just about the students. At the school district, we believe our teachers should be lifelong learners as well.
Student learning is really a function of two essential ingredients: what the learner brings and what the teacher brings. And so when students are motivated and interested and have a real sense of wanting to learn and capacity for learning, that's the ideal.
So the school district brought in Dr. Carol Commodore, a Midwestern trainer for teachers from the Assessment Training Institute. She holds 4 sessions with a debriefing of the previous day's learning at each new session. At the end of the 4 days, the teachers hold a grand showcase where they're able to reflect on their own learning and showcase how they plan to implement it in their classrooms.
The clear assessment brings us valuable information about how we design learning for what we teach, how we teach it, and the very best thing is when the child is actively engaged in what they learn and how well they learn it and where they need to go next.
Now nearly half of the teachers in our school district are trained in the Assessment for Learning, and we're starting to see the results of these practices in our schools.
Every teacher goes to the classroom every day wanting to do the very best that he or she can to help the students who are in their care and keeping. Therefore, constant professional learning is an important part of our professional practice, and we believe we owe that to our teachers, and they know they need that to be alive and well and successful in their work with kids.
It's great to see our teachers so passionate about moving out of their comfort zones to discover new methods of teaching. It's just another great example of how much our school district cares about the growth of our students. Every kid dreams about their high school prom. What will I wear? Who will I dance with? Hopefully my parents won't chaperone. Well, some preschool students at Eisenhower Elementary are starting early. Take a look.
As part of the Week of the Young Child festivities, they held a preschool prom. The students got all dressed up and even took pictures together in front of a themed background. They also had 5th grade partners to dance with them. Of course, you can't have a dance without some snacks to keep you going. Overall, it was a huge success.
Well, I think it's safe to say they had a pretty good time. What do you think? I was pretty jealous of some of those beautiful dresses. Next up, some students at Washington Middle School are going above and beyond in their global studies class to understand what it means to live in a third world country, and they blew up the Twitterverse to talk about it.
After reading an article in the Telegraph-Herald about a retired Dubuque Community Schools teacher who started an organization to help a small town in Ethiopia, Mr. Fromm's Global Studies class decided it was time they took some action of their own.
This initiative is called Friends of Hamacho, and its headquarters is actually in Dubuque. And we're raising funds and creating awareness for a small village in Ethiopia, and trying to tell people like how different their lives are than kids' lives in Dubuque.
And what better way to create awareness than to post it all over social media? So they decided to have a social media blowout. On April 17th, starting at 10:30 in the morning, students all over Washington posted on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram all at once in an attempt to draw some attention to the project.
It's important for peers and kids our age to know how kids are living very differently across the world. To feel that empathy or feeling of how people are living, and appreciation of what we have, the ability and the resources we have in this school, in this country.
Their goal as a school is to raise $1,300, but if they can get to $2,000, their principal, Mr. Burns, has promised to work from the roof of the school for a whole day.
The social media blowout was a huge success. They had nearly 2,000 original posts and tweets on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter to get the word out. They even tagged The Ellen Show. You never know, it could happen. But now it's time to raise the money. They're taking donations until the end of May, so if you'd like to see Mr. Burns working from the roof, go to www.friendsofhamacho.org and make a donation. Well, we're nearing the end of the school year, and that means the students at Sageville Elementary are working hard to finish their latest year-long project. Coming soon to a theater near you, Sageville Cinema presents Art Show. Here's a sneak peek.
When I was a kid, I loved art. I love the colors, the shapes, the unlimited possibility of the blank page.
Hey man, why are you throwing me away? That was rude.
You're gonna think I'm crazy.
Arthur, I'm your best friend. I won't think you're crazy.
The art in the school, it speaks to me. It's like alive or something. We have to make this a night they'll never forget. Because tonight, the art is coming to life. All of it. Can you imagine a school, a world without art? Can you? Because I can.
It's time to clean house.
When you put your heart into your artwork, it will come to life in ways you can't even imagine.
You have no idea.
Ready and action.
Well, it may look easy, but a lot of hard work goes into making a full-length film.
Then started in September. I was a script writer, and I helped write the script along with a few other kids. And then there's art props, and we make like the art characters for the movie.
Action.
What are we going to do?
The movie centers around a 5th grader named Arthur, who has lost his passion for art. When the art starts talking to him, he confides in his best friend Penny, and together they are tasked with getting all the other 5th graders to regain their heart for art. But under all the special effects, there's a deeper theme.
The theme of the movie is like, if you put your heart into it or like you work to it, it'll eventually come to you. But if you just let it go and think that luck is what happens, it probably won't actually happen.
But the most important part in the whole process of filmmaking, that the kids have a good time doing it.
It's really fun. It's been a long process, but it's still fun. I can't wait to see how it turns out in the end.
Mike, did you ever give your dad
The movie premieres at Mindframe Theater Tuesday, June 3rd at 6 o'clock. Admission is free, so you better go because you won't want to miss this work of art. Get it? Art show, work of art. I cracked myself up. Students at both Hempstead and Senior High School got an out-of-this-world experience when a NASA official came to speak at their schools. Leroy Kane, who grew up right here in Dubuque, is a 1982 Hempstead graduate and currently a top official at NASA's Kennedy Space Center. He spoke about his career with NASA and encouraged the students to achieve greatness. While in Dubuque, he also made an appearance at the Foundation for Dubuque Public Schools Enhancing Excellence Luncheon.
It's one of the most noble professions that I can think of. So for those of you that are educators, administrators, teachers, counselors, mentors, coaches, I thank you. I give you my hearty thanks on behalf of all of your students. And for myself, for those of you that touched my life.
What a great opportunity for the students to get a visit from a NASA official, and even cooler for students to hear from someone who sat in the very same chair in the very same town they're sitting in now. Leroy Kane has proved to students that not even the sky is the limit. Well, we're just about finished here, but first a huge thank you goes out to the many staff members, parents, and community members who participated in the district's State of Iowa accreditation visit in April. The team had great things to say about public education in Dubuque, and that's in no small part because of the people who make this district what it is. Well, that's it for this month. And don't forget, if you have anything going on in your schools that you think we should know about, please send us an email at tellyourstory@dbqschools.org. We're always happy to have your suggestions. And for more coverage on our school district, you can check out our website anytime at www.dbqschools.org or watch us here on Channel 16 and 85.6 for daily replays. We'll see you next month. Thanks for joining us.